Welcome to this section on Blackjack, one of the most popular games in the casino. In this video we cover a few key rules first, but feel free to skip to videos on some of the mathematics behind Blackjack or on an easy to learn strategy. For the former, click on the chips, and for the latter, click on the deck of cards. Right, well let's start with our introduction then. The objective of Blackjack is to beat the dealer. Now this is done by reaching a final score higher than the dealer without exceeding 21. A bet is made and everyone is dealt a 2-card hand. As you might expect, face cards are 10 and aces can be counted as 1 or 11. A total is considered soft if the hand has any aces which can be valued as 1 or 11. From being dealt a hand, you have a number of options, including hit, which is taking an additional card, and stand, where you stick with the total that you have and don't draw any further cards, at which point the dealer starts to draw cards. The dealer must hit until the cards total 17 or more, at which point they must stop. At many tables, the dealer must hit on a soft 17. Whoever has the highest total, less than 21, wins, and if the player and the dealer have the same total, this is called a push, and the player does not gain or lose money on that hand. If the player's total exceeds 21, then they bust, and this results in a loss. Likewise, if the dealer goes bust, then the player wins. A starting hand of an ace and a 10 giving 21 is a blackjack, which beats all other hands and typically pays more than other wins. There are other options too. From your starting hand you can double down, allowing you to double your bet and to draw exactly one more card. If your hand is dealt and you have 2 cards of the same total, you can often split this hand, creating a second bet equal to the first. The 2 cards are separated and an additional card is drawn on each. From here, the 2 separate hands are played in turn, entirely independently of each other. They can both win and they can both lose. At some tables, you will be given the option to surrender your hand. This can be used on particularly unfavourable hands, but should be used sparingly, as you will also lose half your bet in doing so. If the dealer has an ace, then the player can be offered insurance, a 2-to-1 side bet that the dealer has blackjack, which is not too unlikely given the abundance of face cards. The size of the bet is equal to up to half the original bet and can be used to cancel out the losses on the regular bet. Well, those are most of the major rules. There are other quirks, different variations on the game, etc. that we're not really going to cover in much depth here in general. So, for now, if you want to see more about strategy, then click the deck of cards in the top right corner. If you want to look at the applications of mathematics from the hub video, then click the chips in the bottom right corner. Alternatively, if you want to go back to the hub video, then feel free to click close to the middle of the screen.